having a good Monday. Hope everyone's staying safe. I'm glad you're here to practice with me. Let's just go ahead and begin in a comfortable seat, of course. You can sit on a block, you can sit crisscross. Wherever you can, begin to stack the spine long. Maybe doing a couple shoulder rolls up, back, down, away from the ears when you begin to settle in. So we're rooting down through the sit bones. We're finding length through the side bodies. The crown of the head is lengthening towards the ceiling. Maybe finding one point of focus or closing the eyes. From here, just begin to deepen the breath, taking full inhalations through the nose. And cleansing exhales out of the mouth. Inhale fully through the nose. Cleansing exhale, let it go. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, contract the belly. We'll transition the exhale through the nose for 3, 2, 1. Taking the deepest breath in. Taking the longest breath out. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. So using your inhalations to match your exhalations in length. So using this breath to become your anchor throughout your practice. Just closing the eyes and connecting for a couple more breaths. As we sit a little taller and as we breathe a little deeper, if you practice with an intention, bring the hands together at heart center. We'll press the thumbs into the sternum, draw the elbows down towards the mat. Coming whatever is to your heart, to your dedication. Setting the intention now for your practice, something to come back to. Taking the fullest breath in. Taking the longest breath out. From here, gently open the eyes. Wherever you are, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Reach up, look up. Take in everything that is good. And with your exhale, let go of anything and everything that does not serve you today. One more time, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Reach up, look up. Take in everything that is good. Exhale, let go of anything and everything that does not serve you. One more time, inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hands to heart center. And from here, we'll just make our way to tabletop position. The shoulders will stack over the wrists, the hips over the knees. And of course, we'll begin that cat-cow movement. So inhale, send the heart through, shoulders roll back, tailbone lifts. Exhale, send the spine high, present to the mat, bring the chin in towards the chest. Just finding wave-like motions, whatever organically may feel good today. Just beginning to slowly open up the body, scan the body, and use the breath to connect and breathe into your space. Taking the fullest breaths in. Taking the longest breath out. Whenever you're ready, we'll come back to that neutral tabletop. From here, just keeping the tops of the feet grounded into the mat, coming into puppy pose, send the arms out long, hips high, Allow the chest to come down. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Slowly making your way back to your tabletop position. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. From here, tuck into the toes. Send the hips up and back. Just find that first downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Sway into the hips. Work into the shoulders. Bend into the knees. Just notice how the body feels. Notice where you're holding on to tension. Breathe in and breathe out. From here, we're just going to tiptoe the hands back to meet the feet, to meet in that ragdoll fold. So we're going to grab opposite elbows, allow the belly to drape over the thighs, keeping the knees slightly bent. The crown of the head lengthens towards the floor. Relax the tension in the jaw. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more full inhale. One more long exhale. Release the hands to the mat. Tiptoe the hands back out to plank pose. Then from here, drop the knees down. Untuck the toes. Send the hips forward. And then lower all the way down to the mat. Set up for that baby cobra. Tops of the feet press in. The elbows will draw back. Inhale, peel the chest up. Hip points are down. Fully engaging those inner thighs. Breathe in, lift. Exhale down. Tuck through the toes. Press through tabletop. Child's pose. Send the hips back towards the heels. The arms out long. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Just knowing that this posture is available to you anytime throughout the practice to transition through, to come back to surrender to, with no judgment. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Slowly from here, we'll make our way back up through tabletop. Plant the hands down, tuck into the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, find that movement, whatever the body needs. So you can soon find the stillness in the posture. So we're grounding the hands down, almost as if we're gripping the mat. So we're working through the L pads of the hands. Shoulders first shrug towards the ears and then roll them back and away to create the opening through the collarbones. Hips are high. If the hamstrings are tight, keep the knees slightly bent. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, hips, heels high. Exhale, knees parallel to the mat. Hover. Engage. Inhale, hips and heels high. Exhale, knees parallel. Inhale, the hips and the heels high. Exhale, knees parallel and hold. Pull into the core, press into the mat. Allow the heart to melt through. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, hips and heels high. With your exhale, bring the gaze through. Tiptoe those feet up to find that ragdoll fold once more at the top of the mat. Let everything go. Hang heavy, grab opposite elbows. Release the tension in the jaw. With your next exhale, release the hands to the mat. With your inhale, slowly roll yourself up to standing. Stacking one vertebrae at a time, the head being last to rise. And then, of course, we'll find that mountain pose at the top of the mat. Bringing the feet parallel, rooting down equally. Feeling that internal rotation through the quadriceps. Pull into the core, drop the tailbone. Bones are stacked. Crown of the head is lengthening towards the ceiling. Either close the eyes or find one point of focus. Giving yourself that intention to come back to. Full breath in. Long breath out. From here, gently open the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Reach up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Find that flat back. Exhale, hands down. Everyone step back to plank. We all drop the knees down to modify. Shift the weight forward, lower down for that second baby cobra. Tops of the feet press in. With your inhale, we peel the chest up. Gaze is slightly out in front of us. The toes are grounded. Inhale, find length. Exhale, forehead down. Tuck through the toes, press through tabletop. Downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Bring the gaze through, come high to the toes, meet at the top of the mat, finding that fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. And then by your side for mountain pose. Coming back to your breath. Full inhale. Long exhale. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot back. Drop the back knee, shin, top of foot down. Inhale, the arms will sweep high, lift at the top. So you're rooting that back foot firmly into the mat. You should still feel that opening through here, engaging the core. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Bring the hands together at heart center and find that twist towards the left. Begin to hook the knee and then press the hands together so we're spiraling open at the core. Gaze over that left shoulder. Full breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, bring you back to center. Plant the hands down. Tuck into the back toe. Bring your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Separate the feet about hip distance. We're just going to find the interlace behind the back. Draw the fist back and then send the fist towards me, the front of the room. Allow the head to hang. Allow the belly to drape over the thighs. Inhale the breath. Exhale, release, hands down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Step that left foot back this time. Drop your back knee, shin and top of foot down, rooting that back foot. Root down to rise up. Inhale, arms will sweep. Breathe in. Breathe out, go a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. Begin to find that twist and then hook the knee. So we're gonna hook the knee, spiraling open from that left side body. Gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale the breath. Exhale, bring the hands back to center. Plant them down, tuck into that back toe. Bring your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms will sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Separate the feet about hip distance. We're going to find the interlace behind the back. Draw the fist down. Root up through the heart, slight bend in the knees, and allow that heart to lead the way, all the way. Again, opening up through the shoulders. Relax the tension in the jaw. Let everything hang heavy. Full inhale. Long exhale. From here, release the hands to the mat. Find length on the inhale, tiptoe the feet back together. Exhale, plant the hands down. Everyone step back to plank. We hold plank strong. So we're pressing into the mat. Notice if you feel your shoulders coiling into your neck. Press in. So our core is strong. We're active in the feet as if we could spring off of them. We have one line of energy. from the crown of the head, so draw that jawline back just a little. If you're here and you're not strong enough, drop the knees down, untuck the toes. Send the weight forward, lower halfway. Inhale, press back up. Breathe in. Slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, lift. Gaze is slightly out in front of you. Squeeze, elbows draw back. Exhale, forehead down. Tuck through the toes, downward facing dog. Full body inhale. The longest body exhale. From here, come high to the toes. We're going to sweep the right leg high. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. So again, pressing into the mat like we were in that plank pose, and then step the foot all the way through. Active in that back foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Sweeping high, sinking deep into the front knee, squaring off. Breathe in. With your exhale, find the interlace behind the back. Draw the fist down towards the mat and just stay here. So we're opening up through the front body, active in that back foot. Inhale. With your exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Bring that right foot back to meet your left. If you'd like to find a flow, moving through chaturanga, do it gracefully, mindfully of the shoulders. And we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Deepen the breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. Other side, come high to the toes. Inhale, sweep that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. With your exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, pull, press into the mat, active in that back foot. And then a giant step all the way through. Rooting down. Inhale, sweep the arms high, crescent lunge. So just working that alignment. Squaring the hips off. Shoulders are stacked right over the hips. Breathe in. With your exhale, find that interlace behind the back. Maybe the awkward interlace this time. Draw the fist down and lift from the heart. Full breath in. With your exhale, begin to release the hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, find your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Skip the flow, whatever you like. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. From here, come high to the toes, bring the gaze through the hands. You can make your way to the top of the mat. Find your fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Then by your side for mountain pose. Maybe having a sip of water, coming back to your mountain pose whenever you're done. Coming back to that center, coming back to that grounding position, closing the eyes or finding one point of focus. Full breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. With your exhale, fold. From here, inhale, lengthen. With your exhale, we're going to plant the hands down. We're going to make our way back and finding that flow. But if you would like to try that jump back, make sure you ground the hands down. When you jump back, we're landing with the arms bent. And then we roll tops of the feet, press into the mat. Shoulders roll back. If we land with the arms straight, we can really, really hurt the shoulders. Everybody meet in downward facing dog. Full body inhale. A long body exhale. Inhale, left leg sweeps. Exhale, step the left foot through. Drop the back foot down, spiral open, warrior two. So we're gonna sink deep into the front knee, finding that alignment, pressing out through the outside edge of that back foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, go a little deeper. From here, straighten out the lead leg, shift the weight forward, finding that reverse triangle. The hand comes light on that back thigh. Find the bind, begin to spiral open. Inhale the breath. With your exhale, bend deep into the front knee, extended side angle. Elbow drops down, bring the bicep to ear, palm facing down. Roll the shoulder open, inhale. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. We're gonna pivot that left foot in to neutral, coming into that wide-legged stance. So the toes are gonna be slightly in towards one another. The heels are pressing out. If you need a block, go ahead and bring it in front of you before we start moving. So we're feeling this internal rotation through the quadriceps. Drop the tailbone and the core is strong. Inhale. With your exhale, slowly begin to hinge at the waist. We're pressing the tailbone back. When you get down, you can ground the hands. You can find the outside edges of the feet. You can tiptoe your hands towards the opposite side room. I have this handy little piece of board that I like to play with that I can pull on. Allow the head to hang, whatever you like. Just breathing into those hamstrings. Full inhale. The longest exhale. Slowly we'll make our way back to center. Bring your hands to your hips. With your core strength, come all the way up. Inhale the breath. And then we're gonna drop that right toe open towards the back end of your mat. Deep bend into the right knee. Coming right into that warrior two here. So noticing where the weight is in the feet. Noticing if we're sinking forward, if we're sinking backwards. The shoulders should be stacked right over the hips. Breathe into this space, inhale. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale, straighten out the lead leg. Shift the weight forward, the palm will face up. Then reverse the triangle. So when you get here, notice where the weight goes in the feet, equally engaging those inner thighs, and then begin to spiral that right heart open. Find the bind with that left hand if you'd like. Breathe in. Exhale, bend deep into the front knee, extended side angle. Bring the bicep to ear, palm facing down. Full breath in. Long breath out. Come back to that warrior two. We're gonna pivot that right foot back into center, and then we're gonna inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly make your way all the way down once more. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands to the hips once more. With your core strength, inhale, come all the way up to center. With your exhale, pivot that left foot towards the front of the mat. Pivot the right foot in and engage yourself, coming right into your warrior three. So we're gonna extend out through that right leg lifted, keeping the core strong, the hips high. Maybe extend out through that back arm. Full breath in. With your exhale, slowly begin to come back to your mountain pose. Tadasana, let it go. Pedal it out. Inhale. Exhale. From here, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down. Make your way back to your downward facing dog, however you like to get there. Find that flow, play with it. Skip the flow, whatever feels good in the body. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. From here, bring the knees down. Inhale the heart through. Exhale the spine high. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. We're going to come into some balancing. So we'll send the left arm forward, the right leg back. You can stay flexed into that lifted leg. You can work this coiling, maybe pulse it out, or just maybe work the balance. If you want to kick into the back knee, reach for the outside edge of that back foot. We pull back into the foot, we kick back into the hand to feel that bow action. Full breath in, long breath out. From here, drop the left hand down, tuck into that left toe, sweep the right leg high. With your exhale, step that foot through, drop it down in between the hands. Pivot your back foot towards the left. We're all going to come into that opposite side of that wide-legged stance. Bring the hands to your hips. With your inhale, come all the way up to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. From here, pivot towards the back edge of the mat, coming ready for that warrior three on this side. So get active in that front leg. You can bring the hands to the hips. You can bring them by your side. We're just going to begin to extend forward, lifting that right leg, flexing into that foot. Core is strong. Breathe in. Breathe out. From here, slowly begin. Come back to center. Mountain pose at the back of the mat. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down, step the left foot back. Pivot one time towards the left edge of the mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pivot back towards the front of the room. Plant the hands down. Bring your left foot back to meet your right. Find your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Full breath in. A long breath out. From here, drop the knee down. Inhale, send the heart through. Exhale, the spine high. Inhale the heart through. Exhale the spine high. And coming into that opposite side, sending the right arm forward, the left leg back. Stay here or find that pulsing, making sure you're flexing into that back foot. Lifting with your inhale, pulling on the exhale. Or again, if you'd like, reaching for the outside edge of that foot. Pulling into the foot, kicking back into the hand to create that bow action. Full body inhale. Long body exhale. From here, begin to release. Drop it down. Pedal it out. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. Just tuck into the toes, send the hips back. The arms out long and come into that extended child's pose. So you're still finding that activation through the side bodies. Just letting the forehead down, relaxing the tension in the jaw, and just breathing. Whenever you're ready, we'll begin to slowly make our way back up to tabletop. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. Tuck into the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one on this side, root down to rise up. Inhale, the arms will sweep. Deep bend into the front knee. Square off the shoulders, square off the hips. Inhale, lift. With your exhale, find that interlace behind the back. Drawing the fist down towards the mat and lifting the heart. Knowing you can stay here, or if you'd like to work that humble warrior. Before you go anywhere, make sure the legs are active, evenly distributing the weight, using the heart to lead the way, coming all the way down, allowing the gaze to come through that back thigh, squeezing the knee as close as you can to that shoulder. A full breath in. From here, we're going to begin to release the hands down to the mat, stay low. Pivot that back foot to center. Square the hips off, bring the right hand to the inside edge of that left foot. Stack the shoulders and send that left arm high. Inhale. With your exhale, touch that left hand down, drop your back knee, shin and top of foot down. Tiptoe that left foot out, come right into that lizard lunge on this side. So have your block if you need it. Sending that right hip back, finding length in the spine. Knowing you can stay high, know you can drop low. Whatever feels good in your practice and your hips today. I actually ran for 2 days in a row, so this is a little difficult for me. Full inhale. A long body exhale. If you're here, begin to make your way up. Remove the block if you have it. We'll tiptoe the foot back into center. Plant the hands down, tuck into that back toe, coming right into your standing split. So send that right leg high. Lifted leg is strong and flexed. The core is strong. Allow the head to dangle towards the floor. Breathe in. With your exhale, begin to release. Plant that right foot down, pedal it out. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then by your side for mountain pose. Just taking the fullest, deepest breath in. The longest, richest breath out. Gently open the eyes wherever you are. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale and fold. Inhale, we find length halfway. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step that left foot back, coming into that warrior one foundation. So 45-degree angle. We root down to rise up. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Sink a deep knee bend. Shoulders are rolling up, back, down, and away. Core is strong. Inhale. With your exhale, you can find that interlace behind the back. Draw the fist down and lift the heart. Stay here or begin to slowly hinge at the waist, allowing the heart to lead. Coming into that humble warrior. Deep bend into the front knee, equal weight between the feet. Gazes through that back thigh. Breathe in. From here, we're going to begin to slowly release the fist to the tailbone and then all the way down to the mat. Pivoting that left foot into neutral. Squaring the hips off. Left hand comes to the inside edge of that right foot. Stack the shoulders and send that right arm high. Inhale. Exhale, begin to release. Drop your back knee, shin and top of foot down. Tiptoe that foot out. Come right into that lizard lunge on the side. So you can stay high, you can drop low. Just using your breath to move into your space. Whenever you're ready, you'll begin to make our way up. I'm Gonna plant the hands down, tuck into that back toe, pivot your foot back into neutral. We're gonna come right into our standing split on the side, so if you do need those blocks in front of you, grab them. With your inhale, send that left leg high. Lifted leg is strong and flexed, active. Full inhale. Full exhale. From here, slowly begin to release. Separating the feet about hip distance. And we'll begin to make our way all the way down into a yogi squat. So just bring yourself down, just slowly easing into the hips, releasing all of that tension. You can come here, you can bring the hands together at heart center. You can begin to press the elbows into the knees, sinking or dropping the tailbone, allowing the heart to lift. If you notice yourself with the heels down and you're slouchy, just come to the tiptoes. Breathe into this space. You can stay here. You can extend the arms out long, allowing the heart to melt through. You can plant one hand down, rooting and opening up through the side bodies. Of course, if you have crow in your practice, it's the time to play. If you would like to play with crow, or you have thought about it and you now have the confidence because you're not in front of people, it's nice to give yourself like a little pillow to protect yourself. So that's my handmade pillow. If you are working into crow, just as I said in those chaturanga arms, we're bringing the elbows back. We're going to ground the hands down, and a lot of the time the problem is we're looking back as if we're trying to figure out what the feet are going to do, when ultimately we need to be chin forward and coiling into the shoulders rather than sinking into the neck. So we need to be coiling in, bending into the knees, sinking the weight first into the L pads of the hands, and then allowing the weight to drop into the palms. So lift, lean forward, maybe one knee, maybe the other knee, maybe nothing. Stay here, breathe for a breath. Sink the hips down, or sink the feet down. Wherever you are, begin to release. We'll send the hips high on your exhale, coming back into that fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down. Make your way back to downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there. From here, just drop the knees down, send the hips back. Just taking a moment in child's pose. Just taking one more full breath in. One more long breath out. From here, we'll make our way back up through tabletop position. Tuck into the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And then making your way to the top of the mat, however you'd like to get there. Find length on your inhale at the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. And by your side for mountain pose. Having a sip of water, because we're going to work some standing balancing postures. Giving yourself some time to come back to your breath. Sometimes it's easier to step off the sticky mat to do the standing balancing postures. So whatever your preference. We're going to work tree and then dancer, so we'll begin to ground down through that left foot. I don't want to hit my hand on that. I've done it before. It doesn't feel good. We're going to ground down through the left foot. We're going to draw the right knee into the chest, so you can bring the hands to the hips. You can bring the hands by your sides, however you need to move into this. We're going to begin to open up that hip, ground the foot above or below the knee, maybe even here. This is fine as well. You're working that opening of the right hip, and you're rooting down through that left side body. Maybe bring the hands to heart. Maybe grow your branches. Maybe you're just here and you're fine with it. Just breathe into your space. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then slowly, just as we came into this, bring the hands to heart center. Draw the knee back into the chest. Drop it down. Shake it out. And then inhale, sweep the left arm high. Find the external rotation with that right hand. Reach for the inside edge of that right foot. So just working that dancer, we're going to reach for the inside edge of the foot first and then square the hips off. So bring the knees together, rooting down. You're in the posture if you're here. If you'd like to move deeper, find length on the inhale. With your exhale, begin to kick that foot back before you begin to hinge. So we kick, 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 kick until we begin to find that hinging action in the body. Keeping the heart lifted, the core strong. Breathe in. Begin to release. Pedal it out. Told you I ran yesterday. It's not easy. I don't know how you do it, Stephanie. Don't know how you do it. All right, we'll come back to that center. Let everything go. So grounding down through that right foot, working tree posture on the opposite side. Draw the left knee into the chest. However you need to move into this, hands to the hips, hands at the heart, whatever feels good in your practice. Find that stable rooting through that left foot, grounding down through that right side body. Grow your branches whenever you'd like. Heart is lifting, the core is strong. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly begin to bring the hands back to heart center. Draw the knee back into the chest. Drop the foot down. Inhale, sweep that right or left or right arm high. Find the external rotation. Reach for the inside edge of that left foot. And again, working that kick action before we go anywhere. So we're gonna square the hips off by bringing the knees together, engaging those inner thighs. We inhale, lift. Exhale, begin to kick that foot back. And then it's gonna create that bow action, allowing us to hinge forward. Heart is lifting, the core is strong. Breathe in. With your exhale, slowly begin to release. Just coming back to that mountain pose, pedal it out. Full body inhale. The long body exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms high. With your exhale, fold. Find length, inhale. Exhale, make your way to step back to downward facing dog. If you need the flow, take the flow. We're just gonna work into pigeon. So whenever you're ready, we'll work into that right side. Inhale, right leg will sweep. You can bend into the knee, you can find the circles. But if you prefer to move just right into it, feel free. Bringing that knee as close as you can to that right wrist. Tiptoeing that left hip back. And then working that alignment, so checking into the back leg, making sure it's parallel to the outside edge of that mat. If not, just roll the hips slightly under. Untuck the back toe and use the breath to move deeper. So inhale, find length. Exhale, you can bring yourself down. If the hips are super open, maybe find a little stretching by running the needle. Something a little different here. Maybe you're just breathing. Whatever feels good. Allowing the mind to be still. The breath to be present. Full inhale. One more exhale. Begin to make your way up. Plant the hands down, tuck into the back toe. We'll send that right leg high. You can shake it out if you need. If you like to flip the dog, just make sure before you move, you give yourself a little pivot to that left hand, 45 degrees out to drop that foot over. Sending that right arm high, straightening out through that left leg. Inhale. Make our way back to downward facing dog. Whenever you're ready, opposite side. So sweep the left leg, find the bend in the knee, circle the hip. This is all your preference of how you like to get into this posture. Whenever you're ready, we'll just meet and pigeon on the left side. So bringing that left knee to the left wrist, tiptoeing that hip back. You can stay high, you can drop low. Just noticing how the body feels on the side. One more deep, full breath in. One more long, rich breath out. Begin to make your way up. Tuck into that back toe. And if you do flip the dog, just begin to pivot that foot before you go, or that right hand out 45 before you begin to kick up. You can kick up, bend into the knee, drop the foot over. Straighten out through that right leg. Deep bend into that left knee. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back. Drop the knees down. Allow the toes to touch the heels to come out wide. And send the hips back. It's finding that cowgirl or cowboy posture. Inhale, reach the arms high, finding the external rotation. Fingertips can face the back of the room. It's most comfortable for me. Dropping the tailbone before you lift. So we're gonna engage the core, drop the pelvis, and then send the hips high. Opening up through the front psoas. Breathe in. Exhale, send the hips down. Send the arms out long, peaceful warrior. Full body inhale. Long body exhale. We'll just begin to make our way up, back to tabletop, cross at the ankles. Just send the legs out in front of you. Flexing the toes towards the face. So we'll bend into the knees. Just enough so you can grab the bottoms of the feet. And then when you get here, find the length in the spine, core strong, inhale. And then exhale, tiptoe the hips back. Just working that hamstring stretch. Using the breath to get into this space. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. We'll release. Just making sure we have enough room behind us and anything that's around us is energetically out of the way. We'll send the arms out long, lift from the heart, core strong, breathe in. With your exhale, make your way all the way to your back, one line of energy. Allow the head to come down, the shoulders to come down. And we're just going to bring the knees into the chest. Find a gentle left and right rocking. Just grounding the low back, tailbone, the spine. We'll drop the soles of the feet to the mat. Begin to lift the hips up and over towards the left. Bring the knees back in and just finding that spinal twist. So dropping the knees open, you can stay here, or if you like to extend out, rolling that hip under. Maybe bring that left hand, or the gaze over that left hand. Taking a full breath in, and a long breath out. From here, slowly begin to release, making your way back to center. Square the hips off. We'll lift the hips up and over towards the right. This time, drawing the knees back into the chest, and then dropping the knees open to the left. Extending the arms out long, gaze can come over that right hand. And again, staying here, finding whatever funky leg variation you may need to find that stretch. Just rooting that shoulder down. Breathe in. And breathe out. From here, slowly begin to make your way back to center. Just square the hips off. Draw the knees into the chest. And just find that gentle left and right rocking. We're beginning to slow down the breath. Setting up soon for a final rest. Extend the feet high to the sky. Flex the toes towards the face. And work into that happy baby. If you have the feet, pull back into the feet, but kick back into the hands. And then find maybe that gentle left and right rocking. You have your option to stay here, or you can bring the soles of the feet together, just dropping them down towards the mat, coming into that reclined bound angle. You have your option to go into shoulder stand. You have bridge. Taking these next 2 minutes to give your body whatever it may need before you set up for your final rest. Slowing down the breath, moving with intention. And giving yourself permission to stay present for these last couple moments. If you've already made your way to Shavasana, and if you're not there yet, don't rush. But if you are, just begin to take up as much space as you possibly need. So extending your right foot to the right corner of the mat, and your left foot to the left corner of your mat. When you get here, roll the shoulders slightly under, so the heart's vulnerable. Allow the palms to face up. Draw the chin slightly in towards the chest. This posture is vulnerable for us because the heart is exposed. That's why it seems so hard for us to settle into. So, your last round, take it with your deepest breath in. We're going to engage. Bring the toes in towards one another. Inhale, bring the fists together. With your exhale, let everything go. Allow the feet to fall out, the hands to release. And let go of all the tension. And use that last couple moments of breathing to just settle into this space. Finding one slow, steady breath. it feels good to you, begin to invite that organic movement back into the body. Be rolling out the wrist, be rolling out the ankles, wiggling the toes. Giving yourself some movement back into the body and deepening the breath. Finding that long body stretch. I don't often read things in class anymore, but this was something that was in my first journal from yoga training, and I shared it a couple times in the beginning of my teaching, but I thought you would all enjoy it. So whenever you're ready, just finding a fetal position or making your way up, finding a seated position, however you'd like to just listen. And I don't even remember where I got it from. But it's we create strength in our bodies with the asanas, with the practice. But more so, we create the strength when we let go. We hold on to so much emotion, frustration, so much tension, so much sadness. And practicing yoga is simply just releasing that. That's why it seems so difficult in the beginning. I don't think it's because we move our bodies in different ways, or we inhale to lift this, or we exhale to lower that. I think that just scratches the surface of what we truly don't want to see. It's revealing all of the fears, the judgments that we've had buried inside of us. And it truly just connects you to what's really true. So, quote, moving deeper into my practice, I move deeper into self-love as I let go and release the fear, the tension from my body. I release the fear, the tension, and sadness from my mind. Little by little, the need to control is gone. As I learn to surrender on the mat, I learn to surrender to the present moment. And that's truly the practice. So whenever you're ready, bring the hands together at heart center, pressing the thumbs into the sternum, taking the deepest, fullest, richest breath in. Taking the longest, deepest breath out. Thank you all for allowing me to guide you today. It's always a pleasure. All my love and all of my gratitude. Namaste.